The world top 5 most hated leaders by their own nation. On number 5 is Mr. Abdullah Abdullah, a former Minister of Foreign Affairs, a candidate in the 2009 and 2014 Afghan presidential elections, and currently the CEO Chief Executive Officer of Afghanistan. This man lost election 3 times but tried to dismiss the election and protested for re-election and threatened the government for war. That's why the people of Afghanistan hates him and named him Gul Marjan.
On number 4 is Pakistan's ex-president Mr. Asif Zardari. He is famous in Pakistan as a robber because of his past criminal record. When their party won election by cheating and this man appointed president of Pakistan, most of their ministers including him started corruption and filled their Swiss bank accounts by money laundering. His life is full of corruption and scandals.
On number 3 is Pakistan current Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif. Mr. Nawaz Sharif amazingly elected Prime Minister of Pakistan for the 3rd time. Large crowds of PTI supporters held demonstrations on the streets of Lahore and Karachi demanding repolling and expressing enormous disappointment at the outcome. The current government's most harmful actions include an authoritarian approach to every development project and heavy-handed action against any opposing voices. The Panama leaks have come at a time when Mr. Sharif is already reeling from his latest battle with the powerful military. His party faces "Go Nawaz Go" slogans every day everywhere, but this shameless party doesn't accept guilty. This case is yet to be closed now and Mr. Sharif is going to be punished by Supreme Court of Pakistan.
On number 2 is Syrian current President Bashar al-Assad. This tyrant bastard is responsible for the current situation, violence and Syria's descent into civil war. Due to cruelty of this bastard, ISIS growing fast in Syria, the innocent people attacked by his forces and coalition becoming a warrior and joins ISIS or other militant groups to get the revenge. Approximately 90% people of his country hates him.
Number 1 is Mr. Donald Trump, current President of the United States. On June 16, 2015, Trump announced his candidacy for President of the United States at Trump Tower in New York City. In the speech, Trump drew attention to domestic issues such as illegal immigration, offshoring of American jobs, the U.S. national debt, and Islamic terrorism, which all remained large themes during the campaign. He also announced his campaign slogan, "Make America Great Again." Trump's immigration plans cost him a handful of business deals, but they might cost the United States much more. The American Action Forum, a right-leaning policy institute based in Washington, D.C., estimates that immediately and fully enforcing current immigration law, as Trump has suggested, would cost the federal government from $400 billion to $600 billion. It would shrink the labor force by 11 million workers, reduce the real GDP by $1.6 trillion and take 20 years to complete. Trump has said he could do it in 18 months. It will harm the U.S. economy, said Doug Holtz-Eakin, president of the American Action Forum and chief economic policy advisor to Senator John McCain's 2008 presidential campaign. Immigration is an enormous source of economic vitality. The effect would be felt on both supply and demand. Donald Trump issued a heartbreaking, intensely xenophobic executive order that indefinitely blocks immigration of Syrian refugees to the United States, and bans all immigration from 7 predominantly Muslim countries: Iraq, Iran, Sudan, Libya, Somalia, Syria and Yemen, for 90 days. The order also suspends immigration of all refugees to the United States for 120 days. The ban went into effect immediately, and its consequences, for international relations, for resistance movements, for Muslim communities and communities of all kinds, for families and friends, are now being reckoned with and reported on as they begin unfolding in real time. Trump is the only elected leader having haters in the entire world. Not only Americans but every other country have haters of Donald Trump.
Thank you for watching my video and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Goodbye.